Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Literacy Blossom by Masa. I'm Masa, and welcome back to the channel. I'm very happy today because this is our very first Writing Wednesday. We are going to jump in. In my very first video of the channel, I described how this channel will fuse together writing with gardening because these are my two passions. They're two areas that have really changed my life in the most beautiful of ways. So I want to share that blessing with you all as I'm continuing to learn and grow. I want to share with you all how writing and gardening can also support you in whatever aspect of your life you're in. We will do Writing Wednesdays. We'll have themed Writing Wednesdays. And the goal is that they're nothing too lengthy. So I will jump in to give you brief writing sessions. My goal is to hit 5 minutes or less. Today, we are going to focus on writing can change everything. And my life is a testimony to how writing can change everything. Let's move in because I want to provide you with a more cohesive definition for written words and how they can change you. Written words can cause people to feel affirmed, valued, and seen. From my perspective, your writing can act as a mirror. What you write down can reveal where you are at a given point in time. You may need to encourage yourself. I don't know how many of you all know the gospel song, sometimes you have to encourage yourself. I can't sing, but I'm sure some of you have heard that song, and that song is very true. You can encourage yourself with your words. When the world is not giving you what you need, when you feel like you're not being seen by the outside world, you can write a journal post, read over it, and go back, and declare and affirm and speak these words to yourself, just to give yourself a little bit of strength and give yourself a little bit of courage. You can look back over your words to see dark times you may have been in and how you have persevered through those times. Words they really act like as a mirror for you, and I'm hoping that you through this page will get a sense of how to use your words to definitely make you feel valued if you're not feeling valued, to make you feel like, okay, I can definitely change my life by just taking a simple faith step of writing things down. So why writing? I'm going to start off by sharing that words are transformative. There are so many authors and there's so much literature that speaks to the power of words. You hear people often speak about like affirmations, and they write affirmations and they read affirmations. Me, I tend to prefer to write prayers. I like to write out my prayers and go back and see how those different things I've prayed about, different things I've written about, the way they've come to fruition in my life. I like to also write through a lens of, okay, these are my action steps. Faith without works are dead. So for me, writing down words as an initial step shows that I'm going to jump right in with whatever that is that I'm setting out to do in my life, that goal that I'm setting. Words are the initial step for me. Those are my initial faith step. I always say, if I write it down, it's gonna happen. I'm not going to give up on a thing once I decide to write it down and declare it over my life. Words are also used for healing, and we're going to speak about this also. Words can be used to just pour your heart. You can pour your heart out in your journal. It's something that's very private. It's a private process. I will say here that it definitely shouldn't take away from, speaking to a therapist or an expert that can support you through a healing journey. But words can definitely be a part of that process. Your words can take you through those moments where you need additional support. And it may not be, you may not have access to that support around you. You can just take that time to write through your thoughts, anxious moments, moments where you're just feeling down, moments where you're feeling unsettled. Writing can support you through that process. But I also want to continue to add that also someone like who's a mental health expert can support you with that. And finally, words can bring forth new blessings and direction. You can literally pull out a piece of paper. I'm a Christian woman, so um, I'll say, God, what we going to do today? What direction do I need to take today? And I write out my daily plans. I journal I not necessarily journal, but my planner is like a type of journal because I map out how my day's going, things that I've accomplished, things I want to accomplish. On a bigger scale, I map out like plans. What do I want to accomplish within this month? That's important thing for me. Every month I map out what is it I want to accomplish. What direction will this month take for me? What do I want to get done? I do it quarterly, and I definitely do it yearly. At the start of the year, I map out my vision for the year, my word for the year. So words can bring forth new blessings because just having some form of roadmap, you can go back and see, okay, what are the things that I'm actually getting done that I said I want to do? What areas are lagging? How can I really plant these seeds to ensure that I'm reaping the harvest at the end? So planting the seeds, the seed portion of this is through writing, having some form of roadmap, and then coming up with a plan. How are you going to get there? And then after you've done all the work, you can go back and read your words, okay, to see how far you've come, to see what you've accomplished. So this is why writing is important. And it's this is why it's important in my life. But this is why I'm also advocating for writing to be used as a tool to impact your lives in a positive way. All right, so we're over. We're at the 7-minute mark. I'm going to give you some homework. I want you to think of the last time you have journaled and reflect on how you felt. Like, how did you feel after that journaling process? How did you feel after you reread your journal or the things you wrote down? If you've never journaled before, reflect on the barriers to your writing. Like, what's getting in the way of you journaling? Because that's an important step to consider. Like, what's getting in the way of me taking time to write? And also, I want you to buy yourself a new journal and pen so you can start fresh with this journey of writing with me. So if you like what you read or you saw today in today's video, I encourage you to like and subscribe. I thank you for joining me for our first Writing Wednesday, and I look forward to having you join me for future Writing Wednesdays. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay blessed.